So to get the Kendra's Liberty Desert Eagle in the Division 2, which is an exotic sidearm, you'll need to complete 3 missions in order. You don't have to do these one after another. You can do one, then go do a bunch of other stuff, and then come back later and do the next one. At the end of each mission, the final boss will drop an exotic part needed to craft it. I've seen people saying that they got these drops on normal difficulty, but I played all of them on hard, so I can't confirm whether or not they drop on normal. So leave a comment down below telling us which difficulty you played for the parts to drop. Again, I played them all on hard in the following order, and the parts dropped 100% of the time. The first thing you want to do is the Capitol Building Stronghold, which will be the final mission or stronghold in the main story before the end game. So if you're worried about playing the mission on hard or anything like that, you can't play this one on hard, because this is the final mission of the main story before end game, where you don't even have an option to change difficulty yet. So again, this mission does not matter about difficulty whatsoever. So at the end of the stronghold, you'll fight a boss named Captain Kendra Nelson, and after killing her, she should drop the first part called Pistol, Trigger, and Mechanism. If you've already done this stronghold and are in the end game and don't know if you have the part or not, just go to your inventory and then go over to the last tab on the right where all of your resources are, and then go down to the bottom where the materials section is, and there should be an exotic part with a diamond symbol on it called Pistol, Trigger, and Mechanism. Same goes for all of these parts. Now, before getting any of the next parts, I got to World Tier 4 by completing everything possible. Then I started replaying these next 3 missions on hard for the parts to drop. First up, you'll want to do the American History Museum mission. I'd suggest matchmaking for a full squad before doing any of these just to make it easier. At the end of the mission, you'll face Captain Briggs, who will drop the pistol, receiver, and paint job after killing her. The second mission is called Viewpoint Museum, and once you get to the end of the mission, you'll fight a boss named Staff Sergeant Wade, and he'll drop the next exotic pistol part called Sight and Rail. The last mission you want to do is Space Administration HQ, and this one is probably the most difficult out of all of them, so make sure if you're having trouble you matchmake for a full squad or at least another teammate or two. At the end, you'll face the named tank boss called Master Sergeant Steve. After defeating him, you should get the pistol grip and tags along with the Kendra Liberty blueprint. Now that you've done all 4 of those, you should have all of the parts necessary to craft the exotic Desert Eagle. Just head into the White House and go to your crafting table, and you should be able to craft it as long as you have all of the parts. The only part that you might have trouble with is the Desert Eagle, since you'll need a regular high-end D50 to be able to craft the exotic one. This is a completely random drop, and some people like myself have been lucky enough to find 4 of them throughout the game, while other people who I know who have been playing the game even longer than I have still haven't even found one yet. Something that a lot of people don't know is that you can go into your inventory shortly after picking up a weapon and share it by hovering over the weapon and clicking options, which is L3 on console. Then just click share and you'll drop it, allowing anybody around you to pick it up. I think this only works within like an hour or so of picking the item up, and I think the only gear that you cannot drop is exotic gear. So have your friends on the lookout for a D50, and if they don't need it, they can drop it for you. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.